Ohrid is a historic city located on the shore of Lake Ohrid in North Macedonia. The city is known for its natural beauty, historic churches, and deep cultural history. In 1979 and 1980, the region of Ohrid was added to the UNESCO World Heritage List. This means the area has special cultural and natural value that is important to protect for the whole world. Ohrid is one of the few places that is both a cultural and natural World Heritage List. The city has ancient churches, natural architecture, and historic landmarks. The lake is also one of the oldest and deepest lakes in Europe, with many rare plants and animals. Because of this unique combination of history and nature, Ohrid is considered one of the most important heritage sites in Europe.
Lakes, located between Albania and North Macedonia. It is over 3 million years old and known for its clear water and unique wildlife. It reaches a depth of about 288 meters and is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Long before it was called Ohrid, the city was known as Ilikindos, the city of light. It was a major stop on the Via Egnaita, a famous Roman road that connected the Adriatic Sea to the Byzantium, Istanbul. You can still see the remains of a massive Roman amphitheater there today. In 1979 and 1980, UNESCO named both the city and the lake Ohrid as a World Heritage Site. The lake itself is one of the oldest and deepest in Europe, estimated to be around 4 million years old. A fun fact is because the water is so clear and the history is so deep, walking through Ohrid feels like walking through an open-air museum.
Hello, my name is Ruben and North Macedonia. This is St. Sophia Church. We're in the back of the church, like another part. We haven't gone in yet, but we're probably gonna go in. This church was built in the 11th century and it holds a lot of culture and history. This is one of the 4 churches that are dedicated to St. Sophia, which is also dedicated to the wisdom of God. There's one in Istanbul, which recently turned into a mosque. One in Kiev, in Ukraine, one in Sofia, and the one that we're here in Ohrid. This church is very iconic and holds a lot of historical importance and can help us learn a lot about Orthodox and Catholicism.
Beautiful church is located on a cliff overlooking Lake Ohrid, creating an amazing and peaceful view. The combination of the old stone building and the blue lake makes it one of the most photographed places in the area. The church was built in the 13th century, which makes it very important historically and culturally. Its architecture is a mix of Byzantine and Armenian styles, showing influences from different cultures. Kinyo Church is considered iconic because of its unique location and stunning scenery. It represents both the natural beauty of the area and its rich history. Many tourists visit just to see the view and experience the calm atmosphere. Overall, the Church of St. John Akaneo is not just a religious site, but a site of symbol, beauty, history, and culture.
If you look at the old town of Ohrid, the first thing that you'll notice is how the houses are built on the hill or near the lake. A really cool part of the architecture is how the houses actually get wider as they go up. These are called erkeri, or bay windows. Builders did this because the street were way too skinny and narrow before, and they built wide houses at the top. So they got extra living space by making upper floors above the road. Usually the bottom floor is made out of thick stone for the strength, and the upper part is made out of wood for bigger supports and extra living space. Also, the wood brings more coolness for the summer, and they're painted white, so that's very cool in the summer and they're not really hot. Even as they also have an unwritten rule, which is that you are not allowed to build something in front of your neighbor's house and block their view, because they respect their neighbors and respect the sunlight and view. So Ohrid style isn't just about looking pretty, it's also about being smart with space and the people living around you.
In Ohrid you can find many wonderful crafts. An example of this is the National Workshop of Handmade Paper. You can go there and watch the old technique used to make paper and even buy one as a souvenir or a print. Another wonderful thing you can find in the city is the jewelry, made from the Ohrid pearl or the Macedonian ruby. The Ohrid pearl is one of a kind. You can only find it here, and there are only 2 families that know how to make it, Filevi and Talivi. Here you can also see plenty of beautiful wood carvings, or there's even some pottery with traditional patterns, though not a lot of it. There are a lot more other things that you can see, and you should definitely visit and buy something when you come here.
Two of the main cultural festivals in Ohrid include Ohrid Summer Festival, July to 12 August, which started in 1961, and it takes place every summer and includes concerts, theater performances, ballet, and traditional dance shows. Ohrid Fest, a musical festival that creates folk and pop music. It began in 1994, and it helped promote Macedonian culture and artists from across the Balkans. So, as we can see, the cultural festivals in Ohrid are not just fun events, but also important, the way we preserve the city's history and traditions. They help connect the past with the present and show us why Ohrid is such a special cultural place.
Ohrid shows a mix of Orthodox, Catholic, and Muslim traditions. These religions shape the culture and the buildings of the city. Orthodox Christianity is the most common. Historic churches such as Church of St. John at Canal and Church of St. Sophia show this tradition. Islam arrived during the time of the Ottoman Empire. Mosques like Ali Pasha Mosque remain part of the city. This mix of religions is one reason UNESCO protects Ohrid as a World Heritage Site.
The town of Ohrid has narrow cobblestone streets. Small shops, houses, and cafes line the roads. People walk through the streets every day. This shows the daily life of the city. The layout comes from medieval times. Streets were built narrow to fit the hillside and to protect the town. Many paths lead up toward the churches and old buildings near Lake Ohrid. The historic layout helped Ohrid become a part of the natural and cultural heritage of the Ohrid region protected by UNESCO.
In Ohrid, there are many churches. In these churches, you can find a bunch of frescoes that were painted with rich colors, such as lapis lazuli. When the Ottomans first invaded, they destroyed some parts of the church and they were rebuilt differently in order to make into a mosque. They also covered the frescoes in plaster, which later helped preserve the frescoes.
Ohrid is one of those places where you can't tell where nature ends and the culture begins. The lake itself is over 2 million years old, which makes it one of the oldest on Earth. Most lakes this age are usually gone by now, but this one is protected by the surrounding mountains. The limestone in Galicia acts like a massive natural filter, cleaning the water before it enters the ecosystem. And because it's been isolated for so long, the life here is different and unique from other places. You have the Ohrid trout, which can't be found anywhere else. However, it's not just the water. It's something you see carved into the wood at the old churches and stamped on the local plains. It's part of the city and culture itself. Even the flowers are special. You have species like the Galicia pink that only grow on these specific rocky slopes. For centuries, people have been heading up there to pick mild mountain tea and herbs. Then you have the Ohrid pearl. It's famous worldwide, but the secret ingredient is actually the scales of a tiny fish from the lake. They are handcrafted, specialized pearl created by applying multiple layers of a secret emulsion derived from the scales of the endemic Plastica fish onto ground seashells.
Ohrid is one of the most beautiful places located in North Macedonia, and it is known for its history and culture. Every year, Ohrid receives about 300,000 tourists, and they visit famous places such as the Ohrid Lake, explore old churches, and visit old city roads. Visitors enjoy museums and learn more about Ohrid's past and show its history. Ohrid is also protected by UNESCO, so every visitor needs to take care of the environment and protect the historical sites. Every tourism grows the country and helps to keep it beautiful for the future.
Visit to Ohrid has made us realize how culture and tradition can be kept alive through history in a meaningful way. The designation of Ohrid by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site is an indication for the need of preserving history even as we learn from it. We've collaborated as a group to do this trip and we've enjoyed it a lot. Thank you, Ohrid.